So M&A activity, whether it's a merger or an acquisition, friendly divestiture or a divestiture in any other way, it's actually a lot of change that ends up happening with that. The acquiring organization or the merged organizations, you probably have a lot of overlap in technologies, processes, resources, and those kinds of things. But you also might be introducing wholly new sets of technologies and peoples and processes. So it can be very, very challenging.
So as you think about acquiring another company, some of them might be further along, further ahead of where you are. So how do you start to quickly integrate into that and not create tech debt of holding on to your existing processes and more quickly adopting that? Or the vice versa, perhaps the company you're acquiring or merging with, maybe they're a little bit further behind and not having that same value that you can provide, that same speed and agility. But at the same time, you can't disrupt how they're servicing their clients today. You generally bought that company for a reason, likely because they're successful in how they're servicing their clients. So at some point, I think you almost have to assume a little bit of tech debt and prioritizing where you can minimize that. What's the biggest value to your organization to solve for, to integrate most quickly and unify into the operating model that's going to make most sense, the platform that's going to make most sense, the team, the topologies that make most sense for your organization. Prioritizing that is becoming more difficult. But at the same time, as you start to think through that, being more thoughtful for it, it's going to help accelerate your business. Partners like Insight can really help start to identify, help that prioritization, help you execute, and start to build those synergies faster and hopefully minimize the tech debt that you're accruing.
One of the things that Insight does very well is understand the totality and the interconnectedness of the factors such as technology, data, security, and then the people and operational process aspect of mergers and acquisitions. Our tool SnapStart helps us go into a client's environment and understand the full landscape of their applications. So it's not just about the individual applications, it's about the interconnectedness and interdependencies with data flows, and more. And so having the correct understanding of your environment is critical as a part of the merger and acquisition process. Over the past 10 years, Insight has had a very focused acquisition strategy as we've continued to grow to mature how we serve our own client base, how we think about service delivery, the ability to deliver on a global scale, and to continue to expand the impact we bring to clients, to partners, and to the market, and to our own employees. This experience of going through our own merger and acquisition on an annual basis helps us to better understand and be prepared to help our own clients through that process as well.